how do you want to wrap up? Sometimes I pull tarot cards. Sometimes I end with a hug. Sometimes, well, however, how do you want
What
to end
does your
that?
intuition tell you?
Oh, my intuition? How does your intuition tell you?
You can't flip it. You can't.
I can't flip it. I just did flip it.
No.
Well, I love doing tarot cards.
Okay, do it.
Do you want to do it?
Is this it right here?
That's one version.
Okay.
Do you like those?
Well, I've been looking at them. They're very interesting.
Phil Phails for you. You've been looking at them?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then grab them.
Design.
Grab them. The Wild Unknown. Here's the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but that's the Wild Unknown, which I think is a beautiful deck.
It is very.
I like that one. You could shuffle that one. I've been doing a 3-card pull with people. But I wonder, and it's been it's been past, present, and future, but I want to do something different with you and do something in the spirit of my show, which Phil Phails focuses on mind, body, and spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if we'd do a mind, body, and spirit pull.
Okay.
Each card would be mapped to one of those.
Okay.
First, put those aside for a second and let's figure out through the archetype deck what lens we'll look at this pull through. This will be the lens, the archetype, your inner archetype that'll influence how we read this. All right, what'd you pick? It's your card.
Oh.
You hand me the rest of them.
Oh. The flame.
The flame.
Mm-hmm.
That maps to your red hair.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. What does it look like?
It's like a pyramid. And a pyramid and a pyramid, and there's a flame in the center. I really like the colors here. Like watercolor-esque.
It's
red,
beautiful.
Yellow. Mm-hmm.
What does it say to you? The flame.
I don't know, because it's interesting that it's in this shape. It's like in a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Nothing. It's a perfect card for you.
Okay, what is it?
Well, the first 2 words are in Sanskrit.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God.
Wait, what is that book? What is?
It's the. Oh, you looking at it in disbelief? It's the guidebook for this archetype cards. Yeah, archetype guidebook.
Huh.
And the first 2 words for this particular card are in Sanskrit.
Wow.
The word for fire is
Agni.
Goodness. This is your card.
Is that what it says?
Absolutely,
really?
that's what it says. You think I'm making it? How could I?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a wizard, but you picked your card.
Yeah.
The flame, the fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is
Agni.
Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. Talking about yogis? You picked
does that
card.
book not talk about these things?
I mean, every card is different, but that's the first one I've ever read that was about yogis in Sanskrit.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose, which we talked about your purpose earlier, and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out, which is the balance that we're talking about. Wow. Think of this card as a card to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect the flame, no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. Like the negativity and the sadness and despair and trauma from your either childhood or from your present moment experience at the shelter. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you with the language of the flame.
Very cool.
Really cool. Let's see the other thing. Says that the archetypal fire is at the beginning of all transformation, purification, and manifestation. Nearly every spiritual lineage honors the flame. To enliven the connection with this archetypal energy, practice the candle gazing technique called Tritaka. You know that?
Yeah, but I can't remember how to pronounce that one.
Notice how lighting a single candle in any space brings magic to the room and creates a sense of reverence.
Mm.
When light, health, mental clarity, good digestion. When dark, excess heat and anger, complete darkness. The flame. That's the kind of archetype we'll use to look at the other cards that we pull or
Okay.
that you pull.
Mm-hmm.
How does that land for you? It lands for me in a lot of powerful ways, but I wonder how it lands for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it lands in a lot of different ways. I think that it's interesting that the overlap and like all the things that we've been talking about. I mean, the things that you noted, like purpose and also that balance, like not letting the flame go out, you know? Yeah. Very cool.
All right, pick up the other ones. Here, I'll hold that up. Let people. The flame.
Oh my goodness. So I picked 3.
You pick 3. You can shuffle them up. You can pick them from wherever you want. These are your cards.
Okay.
Whichever ones you pull are the right ones. Kind of remember the order a little bit.
Okay.
You got all of them?
Yeah. It goes 1, 2, 3.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let this meditating cat hold the flame. You like the smell of Palo Santo?
Is that what was burning in here? Because it didn't smell like that.
It wasn't. It was incense. I think it probably been some straight up Nag Champa.
Mhm.
But this is
I like both.
I like
Yeah.
Palo Santo.
Mm-hmm.
Bring a little woo woo into the reading. I normally would play some music. Okay. This first one is the mind, your mind card.
Mm.
Think about the flame as it relates to your mind and this card, which you'll reveal.
I have no idea what this is.
Okay. It looks like the count 'em. It's Pentacles is a suit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Pentacles are pentagrams. They're an earth element suit. Is it 9? Should I check your math?
You should check my math. Oh.
Yeah, that's 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are they? I have never seen these type of cards before. They're all different.
Yeah. They're different than the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. They're unique interpretations of
Okay.
the tarot. And that's a beautiful card. What do you see when you look at it?
Hmm. I have no idea.
That's cool. Earth element is Pentacles.
Okay.
It's a feminine or yin energy that relates to our planet as the source of sustenance, security, and stability. And the suit symbolizes physical resources, the body, values, practical concerns, material goods, property, forms of monetary exchange, things that sustain us.
Wait, what is that?
The suit of Pentacles. The all
What does that
Pentacles.
mean, the suit?
The
Like-
Pentacles has 1 through, there's a whole suit of Pentacles. Like in a deck of cards, there's clubs, there's hearts, there's spades. These are Pentacles as 1 suit.
Oh,
In the
okay.
minor arcana, there'll be, 1 through 9 of in that suit, and then there'll also be, the royalty cards.
I see. Okay.
Just kind of like in a regular deck of cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's 10. 10, I'm sorry. There's 10, and then there's the kind of the royalty ones.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's the technical term for it.
Mm-hmm.
The royalty ones.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what all of the pentacles are around, that things that sustain us in this material world.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So 9, if you look at numerology, I use this book to help me because my memory is, still developing with tarot.
Mm-hmm.
The number 9 represents humanitarianism,
Mm-hmm.
compassion, and tolerance.
Hmm.
It also signifies gaining wisdom through experience,
Hmm.
is the numerology of 9.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It also represents the end of a cycle, tying up loose ends. It can depict fulfillment or completion, a sense of satisfaction that comes from having reached a peak. Because it's like from 1 to 10, you're like kind of at the end of that journey.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9. Let's look at number 9 specifically. Number 9 of Pentacles. If we looked at the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it might be a little bit more. Oh, this is a good one. Well, I think we had a sense of it being good by the numerology, but it's keywords for this are abundance,
Hmm.
material well-being, security, comfort, and success.
Hmm.
This is the 9 of Pentacles. You like count them. Some decks, including the Aquarian and the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is this deck, depict a woman with a beautiful bird standing in a vineyard. The ripe fruit symbolizes a period of plenty and accomplishment. It's time to harvest your crop. This is your mind card, by the way.
Hmm.
9 represents fulfillment, and this lovely card says you've arrived. You've achieved your goals and now feel secure. You've worked hard, used your skills and acumen, and accomplished much. You have reason to be proud. The upright 9 also represents independence. You've created the life you desire and can now enjoy your success. It says there's a little reading caption here called A Self-Made Woman.
Hmm.
It says some tarotists, including Barbara Moore, author of The Gilded Tarot Companion, see this card as representing the self-made woman, independent of a man's support and rightful proprietor of her own domain. Only 27 years before English-born Pamela Colman Smith began her series of paintings that would become the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. England's Parliament passed the Married Women's Property Act of 1882, which allowed married women to own property.
Hmm.
Before that time, a woman surrendered her holdings to her husband upon marriage, and any property she gained during the marriage became her husband's. Hogwash.
Mm-hmm.
That self-made woman thing seems appropriate, having heard your story. But how does that land for you?
Yeah.
What comes up?
Well, it's interesting the mind part. I think it all kind of lands well, but I'm curious as to like what that means specifically to the mind. And then there was one part in the beginning where you said like there's a sense of completion.
Yeah.
That seems a little off. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Because you're not done with your LCSW?
Well, and because I have so much more to learn,
Yeah,
every
we're
day,
never done.
every day.
We're never done.
Right. So, this is the same
Yeah,
card, but
that's
that
the
means
Rider-Waite-Smith
okay.
deck card,
Mhm.
just so you can see kind of what
Yeah.
they were talking about. This woman with a beautiful bird standing in a vineyard,
Mhm.
ripe fruit symbolizing a period of plenty. I think you can kind of read more into it. You can look at her facial features and look at
Yeah.
her surroundings and their clothing
Mhm.
to get a sense of what's going on.
Yeah.
Abundance.
Mhm.
Do you feel like you're in a place of abundance mentally?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Like regulating,
Mhm.
found your way through you found that balance, in the new stage, you had that new stage where you're
Mhm.
being challenged in different ways. You found a way to equalize, you
Yeah,
think?
I think so, but it's also, I don't know. I think in other ways, I feel more in abundance and more, I don't know. I feel like the mind, that's a tricky one because it's like it's an ongoing process of witnessing patterns and witnessing, I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
It's possible that I got them out of order. We can look at them at the end and
uh-huh.
put them where we want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, everything that was said lands true, but it's hard for me to see it just specifically in regards to the mind.
I think the self-made woman thing it lands for me. Haven't
Yeah.
heard your story.
Mhm.
Being redundant now. You ready for the next card, or you want to say anything else about that?
No, I'm ready.
This is the body card.
Hmm.
Body card.
Temperance.
Temperance. Okay. What do you see there on that card?
Um, I find this image very confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of bird is that? A heron? What is that?
Is that a blue heron?
And then it has drops of water coming from its neck, maybe? And
Let's
then there's a fire. It's
Yeah. It
beautiful,
is beautiful.
but I have no idea what to make of this. Yeah,
Yeah. What do you
I have no
Well, let me let
idea.
you have that beautiful one
Okay.
and then the Rider-Waite-Smith one,
Oh.
so you can kind of get a sense of the more
Hmm.
traditional.
Mm-hmm. One cup filling another cup.
Yeah,
Okay, so what is it? I'm dying to know.
you're dying to know. Moderation, harmony, acceptance, resolution, cooperation, and patience.
Hmm.
This lovely card often features a winged angel, male, female, or androgynous. I guess you get to pick
Mm-hmm.
the original gender fluid.
Mm-hmm.
In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the angel stands in a stream bordered by flowers.
Mm-hmm.
The word vessel relates to the great mother god of antiquity, and the human body is often referred to as the vessel of the soul.
Mm.
Thus, both the angelic figure and the cups are symbolic references to the feminine force. Temperance indicates a time of inner growth and outer harmony. You're learning to temper your ego needs with the needs of the spirit within. With patience, you can blend disparate elements of yourself and or your world into a harmonious whole. There's a little reading here. It says patience in all things. The word temperance derives from the Latin temperare, which means to moderate, blend, or mix together harmoniously.
Hmm.
Interestingly, this card was named Time in early decks, which provides a key to its underlying meaning. Temperance encourages patience. Things happen at their own pace, in their own time. This is one of the great lessons of the Zen masters. There are times when nothing can be done and nothing needs to be done.
Hmm.
Body.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of that?
Hmm. I don't know. I think the interesting part about the like where sometimes nothing needs to be done. Um, it's like I can push my body by like there's some days even now when I've done like all this work to kind of slow down, there's some days where I'll get up at 7, go teach a yoga class, go I don't know, do various things, go to the shelter, go pick up my kids, and I don't sit down or rest until 9 o'clock at night. And so I think my body is yeah, like sometimes there needs to be more balance, right?
Yeah.
Slowing down. And then also like I am in a different phase of my life after having kids. Like my body's totally different, and trying to kind of just find, I don't know, harmony. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of different things. I'm ready for the third.
Spirit.
Okay.
Spirit card. What have we here for spirit?
It's a star.
It's a star. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, the star. What do you see there? What's it look like?
It's like a beautiful rainbow-esque star.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, I remember this card. Star.
From
the major arcana.
pouring water, both on the ground and then back. It looks like maybe back in the stream or the pond.
Mm-hmm.
She's naked.
Hey, yo.
Hmm. Hmm.
Happiness, hope, light at the end of the tunnel, good fortune. Overwhelmingly, your pulls have been pretty positive.
Mm-hmm. Have you had some pretty negative ones?
Well, I mean,
I feel like that's
interpretations can be negative. I think
right.
it's always, you can always interpret the tarot pulls in ways that go either way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the devil card's harder to figure that out.
Yeah.
The death card doesn't mean you're going to die. It
Right.
can mean the end of something and the start of something new.
Right.
So sometimes they're overwhelmingly positive, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes there are like the 4 in numerology or the 5 in numerology can be a time of struggle. You're in the middle of your journey. You have to learn and overcome the challenges that are part of that undertaking. So there are cards that have more overt like struggle, suffering, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
But these don't. These have all been pretty positive. This lovely card often portrays a nude female figure in or beside a pool of water. She pours water from 2 jugs or chalices. She pours the contents of one pitcher into a stream and the other onto the ground, showing the connection between the 2 feminine elements, water and earth. Stars shine in the background, sometimes in a circle or a halo-like formation around her. The naked woman represents truth and purity.
Oh, wow.
Satya and purity.
I was like, ooh, he's going to pull out Sanskrit for...
I didn't know that one. Purity.
Good job.
Do you know how to say purity in Sanskrit?
Cleanliness is like shaucha.
Shaucha.
It could be.
Close enough. The jugs contain the waters of life. We are shooting stars at the harbingers of good luck. We wish upon the star, and the star is a universal symbol of hope. Getting this card is like looking up at the bright starry sky on a clear night and seeing all the magnificence of the universe. This is a time of fulfillment, good fortune, creative inspiration, and spiritual growth. When you receive help from the unseen forces and wishes come true. Hope. This is a quote here in this section. Says, hope, which whispered from Pandora's box only after all the other plagues and sorrows had escaped, is the best and last of all things. That's interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, it signals an end to problems and the start of a new, happier phase of life. I think of it as the light at the end of the tunnel card. You've been preparing for this time and now you've arrived. The star shows you're in harmony with your life purpose, using your gifts beneficially. It signifies inspiration, intuition, inner wisdom, and joy. Quote from Helen Keller. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I think, like, I bet if we had pulled that card 6 months ago, it would have been different, because I think that it's only recently where I feel pretty, I don't know, pretty confident in my ability to feel hope and to feel, yeah, I don't know, amongst like all the challenges of the world, you know.
You want to move any of those cards around? Make one the body and one the spirit, or one the...
I don't remember now. I don't remember what any of them were.
I remember. Well, the
You can tell
Pentacles,
me.
the Pentacles was mind,
Okay,
was
and that was
Pentacles.
in brief
Abundance,
abundance. Okay.
the mind, and then
Okay.
then Temperance was patience.
I feel like that needs to be my mind.
Patience is
Patience.
your mind,
Uh-huh.
okay, and then
Yeah.
which one for your body and your spirit?
And then
Abundance
and then what is the star like in one
and
word?
star was hope, light at the end of the tunnel.
Light at the end of the tunnel. And then this was
This is patience. Oh,
wait.
abundance, right? The end of a journey. They
Uh,
all are kind of
yeah,
similar.
they're all kind of similar. Yeah, I think like those two are fine with like wherever they're gonna be,
So the
and that's just a better one for my mind.
mind is because patience, you're looking for you're at a place where you're finding patience in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and your body and your spirit can either be abundance or the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. I've never had tarot done before.
Really?
Yeah. Never had a reading, never. Or wait, maybe once. Once. Yeah.
Well, I
So,
like the idea of being the first time you pulled tarot,
mhm.
and we have it on camera. It'll be
Yeah.
here. Your tarot reading. Forever, ever, ever, ever.